Mighty Ducks TV series
I saw
is coming out this year.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited just because like I remember watching the originals when I was little, but to be honest, I'd have to rewatch those to kind of like do a refresher, like knowledge wise. But I mean, I'm always down for some Mighty Ducks, bro. Like,
I don't know, because I kind of feel like the originals are always the best version of some of these TV shows and movies. So by rewatching it, are you setting it up to some kind of higher standard? Because I find that they remake a lot of these TV shows for the average person who doesn't know the original to watch.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, I think it's just something that I'm weird about because, like, I want to refresh myself so that way I can see and immediately catch like any references to the original. Or at the same time, I can see changes and see if I agree or disagree versus just watching it and being like, oh, this was dope. And then watching like the movie and be like, oh, actually, no, you know, it's just, I'm weird like that. Like with Cobra Kai, like I had to watch the first 3 Karate Kids before I could watch Cobra Kai. Just, I didn't have to, but like I had to.
Now, I think I read Emilio Estevez is going to be back.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, I mean, they're off to a good start.
As soon as I saw that, I started thinking of freaking Night at the Roxbury. Emilio! And here is, this actually kind of blew my mind a little bit, but they're going to be filming this thing in Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
They actually film a lot of stuff here in Canada. Vancouver and Toronto are 2 places they film in to make it seem like other places in the world. Apparently, we're not good enough to say this is filmed in Canada because they'll film a lot of stuff in Toronto and say it's New York.
Salty. I felt that, bro. I was over here like, we're gonna see Next walking in the background like Sasquatch just turn and be like, ha, and then keep going.
If I had to say something, it'd probably be something from the Disney Channel. It'd probably be Winter Soldier and Falcon, because I've seen so much about it and I'm so hyped about it that that's the only thing that I'm more interested in anything.
I think they like WandaVision. I know is going to be like 8 or 9, like 30 minutes.
It's 9 episodes, yeah.
And then I know that Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier are supposed to be like 6, but like 45 roughly.
Mm-hmm. And those, it's funny that you say Loki also because Falcon and the Winter Soldier is another one. Like if I have to pick 3, the Mighty Ducks, I was like, at first I was like, holy crap. I actually jumped out of my chair. I was like, oh, no. I was like, dude, no. You know, like, I don't know, just those kid type movies. But with what I was saying with WandaVision, I've never been much of a fan of the 2 characters until the MCU happened, until Disney happened with those characters. Then I was like, cool. I'm like, you know, they are doing those 2 characters pretty cool. When they announced the TV show, I was like, okay, for 1, he's dead. So what the hell? And 2, how are they gonna, like, what are they gonna do? So I know you guys are trying to hold it in. I know. I haven't seen it yet. I promise I'm gonna see it soon.
So, hey, catch up, Steve.
I'll catch up. I promise. I know all you guys have seen it. I'm the only idiot that hasn't watched it yet. I'm sorry. So for me, with the Loki and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it's funny. They're all Disney Plus. It's like you're saying, like whatever is on Disney Plus, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Disney is killing it when it comes to everything. It's like it doesn't matter, movies, TV shows, whatever. They're just killing everybody.
Dude, to be honest, it's like obviously, like I'm extremely excited for the Marvel ones on Disney Plus, just on the simple fact, like it's interesting because I was hesitant the most with WandaVision because I was like, they could really mess it up or it could really go great just because like what the characters are capable of. And then watching it, I was like, okay, I'll bite. And then I think Falcon and Winter Soldier looks like it's gonna be a fun, action-packed, like a longer version of Winter Soldier, like a spy thriller. I think that's cool. But the one that kind of has the like deepest kind of what if moment is Loki, just because now we get to see him like time travel and like what little things he's gonna do that can, you know, also drastically change stuff. And like that right there is like has my attention in full effect. But I mean, there's a bunch of shows coming out, but like off the top, really, I'd probably go Loki.
Yeah, Loki being number one.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of shows coming out like on Netflix, of course, on HBO Max, but like they all look really good, but like that one like just catches my attention immediately.
Yeah, I have to agree. Loki is. You get to finally find out where did he go.
Mm-hmm.
And what is he doing? Because he's supposed to be dead in the original timeline.
Yep.
And now that they screwed that whole thing up, and I'm actually glad that they screwed it up because Loki became such a fan favorite.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
They might even bring him back in the original timeline. To be honest,
it might just be this version of him.
Yeah, it might be this version of him. You know, just same way with Gamora. Gamora's not our timeline. Gamora, it's past timeline.
So they might do that.
They might do that. I mean, because like you said, he's a fan favorite, so they might just bring him back. It just depends on the contract with Tom Hiddleston.
Honestly.
But for myself, some of the TV shows that I'm actually looking forward to would be obviously WandaVision. And I'm not going to say too much about it, but I've actually started watching that with my girlfriend because the whole storyline behind it and the sitcom version of how they're actually filming it, it's kind of cool. And it's enjoyable for people who aren't necessarily nerds, I'll say.
Yeah, exactly. And I like just the small things they do to like pay homage to like those classic sitcoms. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just little things. And I'm just like, because I've seen some of them because of my dad, but I haven't seen all of them. But I'm just like, it's even to me that I haven't seen all of them. There's things that are immediately recognizable to those shows.
100%.
I'm just like, that's cool. Like just to see that, I'm like, this is neat. Yeah. I like the humor in it.
100%.
I also like the big thing that happens in part 3 where I'm just playing.
They're bringing in some staple people from sitcoms, like legit, and it's cool. Yeah. So I'm not going to say any more about that because I'm not trying to ruin it for this guy over here. Yeah. But another one that I'm looking forward to is Marvel Legends. I think that's coming out this year, right?
And they already dropped the first episode already.
Yeah.
Did they really? Okay,
no,
I haven't watched
2 episodes. Sorry, 2 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I gotta catch up on
that.
The
first episode, I believe, it's what I don't know. The first 2 episodes is basically Scarlet Witch and then Vision.
Oh, that makes sense.
They literally dropped it they literally dropped it before they dropped the first 2 episodes of WandaVision.
Okay, so
that's already out.
And the next one that I'm looking forward to, because I guess I'm still a kid at heart, but there's one called Marvel What If, and it's an animated show.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah. And I don't know. I like animated shows. I can't help it. I usually watch the DC ones because the DC animated ones are
those are
fire.
Those are gold. Right? It's the gold standard for animated superhero movies.
Yep.
Well, DC usually does a better job at the animated ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Like even I would say even DC's like worst animated films are usually on par with like Marvel's animated films. Right. Unless you go to like the 90s and you're talking shows, but
yeah, if you compare it to 90s X-Men, then okay, whatever.
Yeah. Sorry. If I want to compete, I got to bring up like Batman, the animated series.
Exactly.
But I'm super excited for it because I like the idea of what if. Like, what if this happened to this superhero? And what if this happened? Like, I like those kind of theoretical things. Like, you see online all the time where, like, what if this person fought this person, even though they're not in the same circles? Like, that's always interesting to me. So I'm excited for that one.
Do any of you guys have any of those What If comics?
Well, yeah, because I think the ones that are going to be in the show, I think they're brand new What Ifs. I don't think they're based off the actual What If comics.
I think what they're going to do is take pieces of it because I know we're getting zombies.
We're getting the zombies, which is basically part of Marvel Zombies. But that's a whole different can of worms that I don't want to open.
Yeah. But for the most part, they're using characters that are in the MCU already.
Yeah, but I think they're all brand new What Ifs. Yeah, compared to like the actual What Ifs that came out, during the 80s and the 90s. I don't know when What If they actually started doing the What Ifs. To be honest,
I want to say it was 80s, 70s, late 70s, early 80s, something like that.
Yeah, and it's like basically their version of Elseworld from DC.
Yeah, pretty much. It's I have several What If comics, and I've always been a fan of the What Ifs. And I think, from my understanding, this is all these What Ifs are brand spanking new, and it's all based on everything that they've done with the movies so far.
Yes.
So it's brand new series. There's no comics out of this. This is fresh, and I like the theory behind it. So I hope with what they've done with the comics in the past, and then with this new with the new concept, same theory. I really hope they knock this out of the park because I think Marvel needs to step up their animated side of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not big on animated stuff at all, really. Like I know you might hate me when I say this, but Spider-Man animated, I was like, okay, that was cool.
The 90s one?
The 90s?
Yeah, like Madam Web 90s Spider-Man?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
shut this off.